In another corner of the world, there exists a community where each new day begins in a very different way. There's no electricity, no supermarket. The Hadza awaken with the dawn and let nature set the rhythm of their lives. For the Hadza, every day is a journey of seeking food and learning to read the signs that nature provides. These skills are not taught in classrooms. They are passed down through generations, forming the foundation that has sustained their hunter-gatherer way of life for tens of thousands of years. To survive, they prepare bows and arrows fashioned by hand from natural materials, using knowledge handed down through the ages. The Hadza employ different types of arrows for different prey. For larger animals, the arrowheads are often coated with a small amount of poison to increase the chances of a successful hunt. The poison does not bring the animal down immediately, but gradually weakens it, allowing the hunters to track and approach it more safely. Warthogs are among the animals most sought by the hunters. They provide abundant meat, but they are also powerful, keen-scented, and highly alert. For the Hadza, success in the hunt depends not on luck or strength, but on the ability to interpret the smallest traces left behind by the prey. They study footprints, disturbed soil, game trails, and the direction of the wind to determine where the animal has been feeding. Once they encounter it, they move in quietly, using the terrain for cover. At the right moment, a hunter raises his bow and sends an arrow into the animal's shoulder. The wounded warthog bolts away, but the hunters do not rush after it, knowing that the poison on the arrowhead will soon take effect. After following the trail for some distance, they find the animal lying still beneath a thicket. The hunter lifts it onto his shoulder, bringing the hunt to a close. Soon the hunters discover signs left by a small antelope. Swift and sharp-eared, such animals live in a constant state of vigilance and vanish at the slightest unfamiliar sound. Before beginning the stalk, the Hadza examine footprints and freshly grazed grass. They pay careful attention to the wind and the lay of the land to approach undetected. When the moment is right, a hunter releases an arrow. Acting on instinct, the animal dashes away before finally coming to rest in the nearby brush. For the Hadza, every hunt is a union of experience, teamwork, and an intimate understanding of animal behavior. These are the skills that have enabled them to preserve their hunter-gatherer way of life for tens of thousands of years amid the wild landscapes of Africa. In addition to hunting, the Hadza seek wild honey, an important source of energy in their lives. Upon finding a hive in a tree, they use smoke to calm the bees. The honeycomb is brought down and shared among the group, a well-earned reward after many hours of labor.
We all know that
to the Hadza, honey is more than a sweet treat. It is a powerful source of nourishment that allows them to continue traveling during long hunting days.
Females.
Alongside familiar game such as warthogs and antelope, the Hadza sometimes pursue a lesser-known animal, the aardvark. This nocturnal creature spends most of its time hidden in deep burrows, emerging only to feed on ants and termites. Signs such as freshly dug termite mounds, disturb ant nests, and recent footprints provide important clues. Once the prey is found, the hunters move quietly into position, waiting for the right moment before releasing an arrow. For the Hadza, hunting the aardvark is not a chase, but an exercise in reading the signs left by nature. The animal provides valuable food and demonstrates the Hadza's remarkable adaptability and profound knowledge of their surroundings. Such skills have sustained their hunter-gatherer way of life across the harsh lands of Africa for countless generations. In their hunting life, the Hadzabe also share the land with large predators, including leopards. Masters of concealment, leopards may rest on tree branches, behind rocks, or within dense brush. Most of the time, the Hadza keep their distance, choosing observation over conflict whenever possible. Yet in the wild, people cannot always retreat. If a leopard approaches too closely, threatening the group or their hard-won game, the Hadza may be forced to stand their ground. Such confrontations are not displays of dominance, but necessary acts of protection. In these moments, they gather together, make noise, maintain a safe distance, and rely on cooperation to drive the predator away. Experience, composure, and sound judgment become essential. For the Hadzabe, survival does not mean avoiding all danger, nor does it mean rushing blindly into it. It means knowing when to step back, when to stand firm, and when to unite in defense of the community. One of the Hadza's most admirable qualities is that they do not hoard food. They respect nature and take only what is needed. After a long day beneath the sun, through dust, hunger, and the signs of the wild, they return to camp carrying the fruits of their labor. Yet what they bring home belongs to everyone. The food is shared and prepared together in the simplest of ways. There are no modern kitchens or elaborate seasonings, only fire, embers, experience, and many helping hands. The successful hunter never eats alone, nor are those who stayed behind forgotten. Children, elders, women, and men all take part in the communal meal. Afterward, music, singing, and laughter fill the camp. They dance, talk, and rest together, bringing the long day to a close. In the harsh savannah, the Hadza find joy not in possessing more, but in knowing that no one must endure life alone. Perhaps this is what makes their way of life so remarkable. While many in the modern world accumulate possessions to ease fears of the future, the Hadza choose to share so that the community can thrive today. For them, security is found not in storehouses or wealth, but in the certainty that when there is food, everyone eats. When hardship comes, everyone bears it together. And when a difficult day ends, the whole community remains gathered around the fire. It is this spirit that has sustained the Hadza's hunter-gatherer way of life for tens of thousands of years, living with enough, respecting nature, and understanding that in an uncertain world, sharing may be the most enduring form of survival.